So you go to 3" 800 thousandths for your first chomp, which is going to give you 50 thousandths. You can take out of the cylinder at the first pass. So when that's about, don't want to take out too much at one time.
And why do you do that?
It's just easier on equipment. You know, I could, but then it gives you a little bit more room for error too. I mean, obviously if you make a mistake on this stuff, then basically, I mean, there's another size up pistons available, but you know, it gives you a little bit of room for error. 35, 38. I'm not sure. So okay, 38, you know, basically right on the mark. I mean, obviously, you know, we're going to make 3 more cuts after this just to get up to, you know, the size that I want. So this cut isn't the most crucial cut that we're going to make. And basically, once I'm done with that, and I had that set up before for the last set of cylinders that I did, so it always changes. But you know what's funny about this? I mean, you know, the torque plates are, you know, I mean, they're not cheap to you know, to purchase them. They're like $400 or so, if not more. And there's so many different bolt patterns from, you know, S&S twin cam 4 1/8" bore to Evolution 4 1/8" bore, S&S 4" bore, you know, different Axtel setup kits. That's why this GEMS tool that we have right here, I mean, I can pretty much do whatever we need, but we had a whole bunch of different sizes and dimensions and stud patterns for torque plates. And there's kind of a lot that goes into it if you do it all the time. Okay, so we might be like a thou off on here. Like I said, it's not a big deal right now.
Because it's just your first pass.
It's just my first pass, and then we'll go to, you know, this is 3" 800 thousandths. We'll go to 3" 840 thousandths, then 3" 870 thousandths. So that, by the time I get to that 3870 number, that'll give me that 5 thou that I get to make up in here on vertical hone. So basically, once you get in here, make sure that cutter is completely fastened. And once I get to that point, then I'll let this cutter down. Always go into verify once you see the top of the cylinder, and then I'll spin it by hand just to make sure that I know that the fixture itself is square, torque plate is square, boring head fixture is square, and my cutter is, everything's cohesive. So I spin it all the way through, and it looks like I had a pretty concentric bit all the way across. And once you get to that point, everything's cool, everything's done. You just start cutting.
And roughly how long does it take to go through like the first pass?
5 minutes. Slowly starting to see it come down right now. Like I said, once I get this started here, these dogs that are in here, I can move these out and see what's